Hey, Whack people. This is the OCT, Octavius Hay, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on Podbean. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the Wacc podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the Wacc podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now. 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 What is up, white people?
What up?
Yes. Hey, hello everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I hope everything is amazing for you all as always. I am your host, the Honorable OCT Octavius Hay, along with the co-host over here, the envelope E-Rob.
Eventually
E-Rob.
Something E.
Exactly. And you are listening to the Whack Ass Podcast. E, how you doing today, man?
It's good. Getting ready for this, man. What's next to come, man?
Nah, I feel you, man. So, of course, today is the Today is the Wackies. These are the end of the year awards for the Whack Ass Podcast. Our personal opinions. Do not get mad at us. This is what we think for our own personal opinion of what the year brought for us. You can have your personal opinion. Please put that in the comment section down below. Let us know what you thought. If you agree, disagree, whatever. But these are our awards, you know?
Yeah.
These are end of the year awards. So, E, man. Before we get to that, we got a couple of news items to get to. First and foremost, Kanye West, he's moving right across the street from Kim. What you think?
Well, I think this is entertainment, and this is keeping up with the westerns now. You know what I'm saying? North, south, east, saint, all of them. You know. So I think this is just them keeping up with that, and it just has to be a story. You know. So you move in across the street from Kim, you know, to continue on this quest for what love is what this is, bro.
He wants her back. He said, "I want my wife back." So what's up?
So
trying to get her back.
So you move in across the street because you can.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? They have kids together. So what you think?
Yeah, I think this is all to get to them. They're gonna be the TikTok stars in a minute, bro. The Kanye and Kim's directions, you know. That's where this is
Kim
going.
May not take him back. Do you think this might blow up in his face?
It just seems like some publicity shit to me. All right.
Yeah, but I also think that it should work. Like, what's Kim gonna do? She needs to be back with her children's father.
Well, even if they don't get together, it probably is good for the kids. So now, instead of going all the way somewhere to go to dad's house, you just walk across the street, you know?
Walk across the street.
So I think in the parenting aspect, that's probably good for them.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, I do want them to be together. I do think that Kim needs somebody like Kanye, and Kanye needs somebody like Kim. Kim understands and agrees with what he's going through, and Kanye can provide that social, like, media news network for Kim. They complement each other and have kids. Let's work it out. Nah, they're perfect for each other, man. You disagree?
Nah, they good, but it just doesn't seem.
Nah.
It seems fake. It seems like some money shit, but what do I know?
They've been together they got like 5 kids together, man. It's not no money stuff. They like each other. Kim just wants to, I feel like Kim just wants to make him sweat at this point. But yeah, though, man, I guess past that, Kwame Brown has some choice words for Kevin Hart. So Kwame Brown responded to Kevin Hart. He was playing Gary Coleman in Facts of Life, the role playing stuff they do for all the actors, and he had to sit on the lap of a white actor. And Kwame Brown kind of called that out and said that, like, a lot of black people who have money feel like they still got to play these certain roles and put themselves in these certain situations, and that a lot of what that does is to train us, the viewers, to say, like, yeah, this person might be worth this much and that much, because, Kevin's supposed to be worth $1 billion, but at the end of the day, they still got to sit on the lap of the white man. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, so it does seem the comedy, first off, just because he's a comedian. I feel like you already have to do things you probably normal actors wouldn't just do.
Yeah.
So crossing the line, just what's crossing the line for a regular actor? Comedian, you'll do some of these further shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it did look weird, and it made me think about what audience are you really going for? You know what I mean? Because what are you appeasing? Like, a couple real niggas see this shit. That's fucking weird. What are you doing, Kev? Like a married man on another grown man's lapping shit and. But again, for the comedy, I feel like if that's what you're doing, you might just sacrifice for it. Like, I'll do this for the love of comedy or something. It's funny to somebody, but me looking at it and some other guys like Kwame, it's like, man, this is just odd. You shouldn't. It's like it almost seems like you're lowering yourself. You know what I'm saying? You selling your soul, like they like to say. You know what I'm saying? But it's that kind of stuff. It's what brings up that kind of talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to disagree with Kwame to some degree. I feel like, of course, as an actor, there are roles you're gonna play, and I know a lot of times black people, we like to say, like, oh, they make the other black actors wear dresses, but there are plenty of white actors that wear dresses. There are plenty of white actors that sit on guys' lap. That's not like a only black actor thing to do. But the problem with that becomes where it's like, why are you comfortable with doing that? Because I agree with what he said. He said Kevin Hart is worth billions of dollars. Why is Kevin Hart doing this? Why does he feel like he needs to do this? Why is that what he feel like he needs to do as a billionaire? He needs to go ahead and play Gary Coleman sitting on a white man's lap. I get that to a certain degree. But I also think that he's not being fair because so many white actors do the same thing. And I think that a lot of times that, like, black people complain about black actors taking these roles that white actors take. They talk about Tyler Perry, who I'm not a fan of, but before there was a Tyler Perry, there was a Mrs. Doubtfire. Robin Williams was in drag. There are plenty of actors that are in drag, but we always want to say, like, it's a thing against the black people. It's not a thing against the black people. It's a thing against men in general.
I think this is just the Hollywood shit. Weird shit. This is weird.
Yeah.
Alright, but to Kevin, this might be right. This is common. Like, all I gotta do is sit on the lap and I get whatever check. That might have been sign me up. That might have been his shit, bruh.
I feel, it might have been. You can't be mad, but again, it's not. I don't feel like it's not a thing against black men. It's just men in general. That's what they have men do.
And I really liked his most recent movie on Netflix with Wesley Snipes, bro. That was a good movie, and I felt like that was him portraying himself, So
I haven't watched it, but I heard it. I heard from you it was good, but I haven't watched it yet. But again, the thing is with that is like I love Kwame Brown. I think that he talks a good game, but I think a lot of times black people in general, we tend to like hold things against each other when we're not the only race that's doing that stuff. Now, if you want to say nobody should be doing that and it should be against completely, then all right, that's your point of view. But I personally believe that like it's acting. He's playing the role. As long as it's not too far, you're fine. And of course, he's supposed to be the Gary Coleman character from the show. So he's going to play that character. He's going to sit on the white man lap because Gary Coleman was supposed to play a child. Now, if you think that's wrong, that's another different thing. But he's playing the part that he's playing that character.
I just think his target audience was older people, and just in this, who's even going to understand a different strokes joke like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the thing, yeah.
Of course, we're just gonna see Kevin Hart sitting on the lap. That's fucking weird, bruh.
That is weird.
So that's all I know there's a whole young generation. That's all that there's. What the fuck is who is Gary Coleman? You know what I mean?
Now that is weird. No, of course. Like what you said, from a different generation standpoint, that is weird. But if you look at it from what the character is supposed to be, it makes sense. Because Gary Coleman was playing a child sitting on the lap of his foster father.
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes we got to look at those nuances, and everything isn't racist and everything isn't this way, that way. Sometimes you got to look at what it is. Like this, the nuances, you know.
I'm not mad at Kwame for calling it out. This was worth calling out, you know. But to say, I just give him space to be the comedy. Like, yeah, not funny to me, but you know what I'm saying.
I think Kwame sometimes goes a little too hard though. I think he's lost sight of what he wanted to do, and now he's just like. Just this bland and like hatred for everything. Actors can't be actors. Black actors can't be actors. Because white actors do the same stuff that black actors do.
Well, it's there to check.
John Travolta, he won an award for being a woman. He was in drag. In that musical, remember he was a fat woman.
But I'm not expecting Kwame to check white act. You know what I'm saying?
But he acts like black actors are the only ones who are forced to play in drag, and they're not. It's just not true.
I don't know if he was forced. All right, I feel like this was his choice.
What choice, force, whatever. It's like that's not it. It's not like Hollywood is only making the black actors do this. There's plenty of white actors who have to play these same parts. I feel like you get more from pointing out the flaws than just trying to make everybody the same thing or make every problem the same for everybody, because it's not true. Because there are plenty of white actors who've had to play the same roles, who've had to have done the same things, women, you know, drag or whatever, and play that for these Hollywood producers and studio people, directors, whatever, and make that work for the camera. So you gotta look at that. That's my only opinion.
Yeah, it's weird. That's it. And whatever. That's Hollywood for you.
Yeah, definitely whatever. But one more time before we go. So Jay-Z decided to say that he was not able to go against anybody in a versus battle because nobody could step to him, and a lot of people got mad about that. Do you agree? Do you think that nobody can step to Jay?
With an Eminem or a Nas.
Nah, Nas can't either. Or him. But I feel like Jay can only go against Kanye, Wayne, and Drake.
You'll put Drake before you put Nas?
How many hits does Nas have?
I'm just asking just a simple question.
1,000%. How many hits does Nas have?
A lot.
No, it doesn't. That's a lie.
Yeah, I go off of legacies too, so it'll be a cool New York thing again when they get together. And I don't know.
You gotta go against who can win. Look, Legacy is great.
You go for the bloodbath. Go ahead though.
Legacy is great, everybody, and Nas is of course a legend. But come on, Nas has no chance against Jay-Z. Jay-Z has hits after hits after hits after hits. He has to only go against Lil Wayne, Drake, or Kanye. Those are only guys that can come against him. Anybody else is dead. I love Nas. Nas is my favorite rapper, second favorite rapper. Ice Cube my favorite rapper. But Nas has no chance against Jay.
Okay, well, you understand why, though. Like, why I would put them against each
I
other. It's
understand.
because, like, they actually had in
A
their
beef.
career. And, like, that's what adds to when you have to go watch it and
I
everybody gets back
understand,
together again, you know?
But that does not mean that Nas has that. If
And
this was in
this is why we play the game. This is why we do the verses right here. You know what I'm saying?
This was 2005.
There's going to be people on both sides of this, bruh.
If this was 2005 when they made up and would say like 2005, let's do a versus, I'll be like, let's go for it. But at this point, Jay just has too much on Nas. I love Nas, but it would not be fair. There's only 3 people that Jay can go against: Kanye, Drake, and Wayne. That's it. Anybody else will be murdered.
Alright.
Murdered.
Well, like I said, I'm seeing people who were ready to go against them and had, a different opinion. Ready to go against Jay.
I mean, of course, they ready to go against Jay, but Jay would kill him. Jay would murder you. There's nobody that can go against him. He has too many hits. Jay has been making hits since 1998. Sunshine. That was his first. I think it was his first hit. I can't go nowhere without my sunshine. And he's making hits since then. Damn near every year. There's nobody that can combat with him, bro.
I hear
Who you
you.
got?
I hear you. I'm still sticking with Nas.
Nas would die.
Okay.
I love Nas.
I'm just
but
gonna play Ether whenever you leave. It's cool.
I'm gonna play all of Jay-Z's hits. Play Ether. I'm gonna play everything Jay-Z got. He got like hot hits. Yeah, Nas beat him in a battle, but that doesn't mean that Nas can take him in a versus, because it's not about a battle, it's about songs.
Yeah.
Like my
Songs,
song, your
collabs.
song, my
These
song, your
verses
song.
goes different ways too. They bring people out, and we've
Jay
seen
is
these
too
things
hard,
go different ways.
You gotta work hard to beat Jay, because Jay is not any other nigga. He's that nigga. In just about every decade. Alright, bro, so you ready for the wackies?
Yeah, man, let's get at it.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Wackies, our awards show. We are choosing the Wackies of the Whack for the year. We have 8 categories, 8 awards that are possible to win. Album of the year, rapper of the year, film of the year, actor of the year, moment of the year, winner of the year, loser of the year, hero of the year, and villain of the year. Those are 9 awards that we're going to be passing out to people who are deserving. So, of course, from the top, album of the year, who you got?
I'm choosing An Evening with Silk Sonic. All right, leave the door open. Just played a whole lot in the radio, a whole lot in the car throughout the year. And man, sometimes I wanted to hear it, sometimes I didn't. But that's when you know you got some shit, though, man. So I feel like that was a good album.
Nah, definitely. No, good album, bro. Good choice too. I'm choosing. I'm gonna have to choose a tie. Donda and CLB.
Of course.
Only because those 2 albums were like the battle cry for the year.
Yeah.
They meant the most. Everybody was talking about them, regardless of what you thought about them from a creative standpoint, how good they were. They controlled the news cycle. Those, to me, were like literally the albums of the year, just based off of their importance before you even heard anything from them. You know, so that's why I gotta give it to them. They meant so much to the year. They meant so much to our podcast. We talked about it for we got like weeks of podcast material off of those albums.
Yeah.
Not even just the songs, just about the
So much happened. The music was the music, but then outside the music, lots of stuff started to happen inside that. So
that's why I gotta give it to
solid choice. Can't be mad. I mean, we had a tie. You didn't make a choice, but they kind of they're tethered together. They are together. They do.
I gotta get them.
Yeah.
All right, who's the rapper of the year for you?
This one you might not like so much, but I am picking Coi Leray.
Ew.
2021 started, and she dropped No More Parties.
All right.
And she kind of had this blueprint of this TikTok dance. All right, get your song find the line on the song and get it to TikTok and get it to dance. She did that a few times this year.
Gross.
So, yeah, and she didn't drop the album yet. So, I picked that for the year.
You picked her as your rapper for the year?
Rapper of the year. Rapper, that's the whole thing. You could have picked artist, maybe something else, but rapper, well, yeah, I'm gonna just give it to that. Yeah.
But she's boom, 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 boom.
Hey, yeah, that's it. Who you got?
Tory Lanez.
Rapper.
Yes.
That's okay. Yeah, he raps sometimes.
He raps a lot actually. And this was the guy who was supposed to be done last year. He's supposed to be done. He supposedly was supposed to have shot Meg, and we were all supposed to say goodbye to his career. He came back. He's been making music. He's been strong. He's been consistent. And now he's made it so much so that people are doubting Meg's story. So I gotta go with Tory. Tory is like the rapper of the year, just off of like surviving that. Because who else would have survived allegedly shooting a woman in the pinky toe?
Nah. Well, it was a stallion we're talking about, but
she's
you know what I'm saying?
But she's naked.
So
a famous woman at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. He got to get my vote rapper of the year. I can't give it to nobody else.
Fair enough. The film. I know you ain't gonna like my answer to this film of the year. The Matrix. I love this movie. I did not hate this movie at all.
It was garbage.
It linked so many of my theories together, man. I had to play our music, The Matrix, my song, man, The Matrix. It just put all that together, man. So, and also shout out Sophia Stewart, all right, because there's a background to that the world might not know, actually created by a black woman that started the whole story. So there's a whole lot to learn about. So I'm not approving on what they did to get that. So that's a backstory that needs to be told about Sophia Stewart. But the movie though, I felt like I was watching Animaniacs for a little while. It was like poking fun at itself for a little while, and I wasn't mad at it.
That movie was trash. I'm sorry. Matrix was trash, bro. I watched the Matrix. I wanted to love it, but it was trash. It was a trash movie. It made no sense. None of it made any sense at all. It was so stupid. The way they came to be back alive was so dumb.
It's contradicting. You don't like the robots having consciousness and becoming human?
I don't like that. How did they come back to life? It made no sense.
He brought them back. It's a digital
I know
world.
he said that, but the way they showed it and he described it, and it made no sense. None of this movie made any sense. So I'm gonna go with what I thought was movie.
Yeah, what you got?
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
These movies are kind of tethered together too.
They are because they come right next to each other. But the only reason why, of course, you can find a movie that's better. The quality is better. But why I chose Spider-Man is because it was like the first movie since the pandemic that was like that raucous, like movie, that feel good movie. That regardless of how good or bad it was, it's just good to be here. I watched it. I enjoyed it. And to me, it's the movie of 2021 just off the strength of it was that movie that's like, yeah, we're back at the movies. We can do this. Like, it's just mindless fun on top of also being a good movie.
I still haven't seen it, so like, okay.
It's mindless fun on top of being a good movie. So it just works overall.
Now it's really worth checking out for me. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a good movie, man. All right, what you got? Actor of the year.
Actor of the year. I'm giving this to Taye Diggs. Week after week, he just keeps. We watch All American and find something else to laugh at, and the Tayeisms. And like, towards the end of the year, he started getting his TikTok, and he was getting some clout off that. It's like, man, go ahead, Taye. I ain't mad at you, bro. Then the Christmas special and shit too. I thought that was kind of just a unique thing to do for an actor. You all right?
He did his thing in the Christmas special.
So yeah, shout out to you, man.
I'm giving mine to Andrew Garfield. I'm choosing white for a second. Of course, again, the Spider-Man movie. Andrew Garfield, he showed why he is the best Spider-Man to ever be. And he also was in Tick, Tick, Boom. So, another great performance. I feel like he's the actor of the year. He came back as Spider-Man. Killed it as Spider-Man. I felt like he kind of took over once he came on screen. He was the Spider-Man. It was still Tom Holland's movie, but Andrew Garfield was a better Spider-Man. And then he did the Tick, Tick, Boom movie, so I'm giving it to you, Andrew Garfield. Not racist. If a white man got it, he got it. So he got it.
You giving it?
I'm getting to. I gotta give it to, man. So I eat. What you got for moment of the year?
It happened right at the start. I'm going with the January 6th insurrection of the White House. That was just crazy and wild. I never seen it. The Donkey Kong memes are so classic. Okay,
Right?
he's falling off the wall. That was hilarious to me, and that was just a moment in history, American history. Yeah, it was crazy.
I gotta agree with you, man. The same thing, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We never had an insurrection. We never had like an attempt, a coup in our lifetime, a coup to try to overthrow the government.
Yeah.
So it was crazy just watching like these people really trying to like overthrow the government, overthrow the election. That was a big deal. So I got to give it to that too. It was the moment of the year. No, nothing could touch that. They literally tried to overthrow the election, overthrow the government. I was like, okay, that's crazy. That's what it was, man. So
Storm the White House.
Storming the White House. Crashing everything and all that, man. Who is your winner of the year?
All right, I'm finna get whacked right now.
Let's get whacked.
Man, the winner is the motherfucking weather in the Midwest. It was so warm this hey, I will take it. I will take it right now. Man, it was feeling like the Cali, this is only Pacific out here, right?
Yeah.
And I was enjoying that, man.
Know my winner is?
Who's the winner?
Rory and Maul.
Rory and Maul.
Because everybody counted them out. You know, they left the Joe Budden podcast. Everybody called them assistants, workers. They wasn't on their level. They couldn't hold some on their own. Academics held a 4-hour streaming thing, buried these niggas, and they came through with their own show, and they doing successful. To me, they are the winners of the year. They are the winners. I think they're winners. They have consistent numbers. It's been for multiple months, and the numbers are consistent. So.
I'm gonna just say what I told you earlier. I just feel like they're better together. So now that they're split up, because I was subscribed to both of them, and now it's like I don't want to watch neither one of them hits. They right there. I see the link all the time. It's like I don't always want to watch them, bruh.
So they are better together, but because of the fact that they are still getting good numbers, beat without Joe Budden, I gotta give it to them.
I understand.
They're the winners of the year, man.
Yeah.
Who is your loser of the year?
The loser of the year. You know, I don't have a loser, bruh. I don't have a loser. I'm not giving out a loser award, bruh. You don't get awards for being a loser, but we're whack, so please give the loser award out.
Jesse Smollett is the loser of the year. He did all this bull crap. He played this game, tried to stage this fight, and now his career is over. He is the loser of the year.
You know, I get that, because, this was clown, this was goofy, and I get that one.
Total loser, bro. Who is your hero of the year?
The hero of the year, it's actually going with Kanye, all right?
Why?
He had the Drink Champs moment, and then, like I said, like you were talking about with the album, so much went around that. He started talking on some things. After he talked on it, the Travis Scott thing happened, and then the Free Larry Hoover stuff. It just, a lot of stuff got happened. I was like, this is just one man using his voice and not speaking up what he believes in and stuff, and just putting it out there. So yeah, he's got the hero award for me.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont. Just off political things, he fought for us to get the third check from Biden. It was supposed to be $2,000 check, but they faked it and act like they meant $1,600 the whole time, which they didn't. He went along with that, but he also fought. He is still fighting for us to get all the things from the Build Back Better plan, like universal. No, not universal healthcare, but he's fighting for other things. Like he's trying to get us to, vacation time when we have children, and he wants $50 minimum wage, and he wants healthcare or Medicare to be raised for old folks to 55 years of age. And he wants to be able to. He wants that to include dental, the other things. So he's fighting. So Bernie Sanders is my hero of the year.
All right, politics as usual.
You know what I
see. I hit that J.
Anyway. And who's your villain of the year?
Villain, this one was easy. I feel like I came with this one the fastest. Lil Nas X. Let's see. He put the dress on. He kissed the nigga.
He did.
He broke all them things that says like we ain't supposed to do that. Beefing with Boosie. And I feel like he wants this award too, bro.
If you beef with Boosie, that automatically makes you the villain, right?
Man. So I was like, take that, straight play.
Oh man, I'm tired. I'm between. I'm gonna give them to both of them. Wacc 100 and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Okay.
Wacc, because Wacc was going on. Everybody was mad at Wacc, and Wacc was just like going on. So Wacc definitely has to be a villain because he made so many people mad. And Jada made so many people mad by the way she reacts to her marriage with Will Smith. I gotta give it to her too. So they're both evenly villains of the year in my point of view. So those are our Wacc awards.
Yep.
You know, we give it to you. You're all Wacc. Well, we're Wacc too. If you didn't get a Wacc award, you're still Wacc. You're just not as Wacc. It's levels.
Levels to the whackness.
Levels to the Wacc. But yeah, man. Anything else, E, before we go?
Man, 2022, just be the best you, man. Me, you, all of us, man. Just get better and continue, bro. You know, from 2020 to 21, I feel like there's nowhere to, like I said, nowhere to go up, and I still feel like that. And I still feel like we're on the incline, man. Bad things happen, but man, keep positive. Do you?
Yeah, you got any hopes and dreams or goals for 2022?
Keep expanding, man. That's yeah, bro. Be the cool cat. Be the, you know what I'm saying? Best me I can be, man. That's my goal.
Wow.
What about you, sir? What you got?
My 2020 goals or 2022 goals are: I hope that we can get this another Love album out, and then we can get the Halloween album out, Thanksgiving album out, or project out. You know, the all of the holiday stuff. Christmas, New Year's Eve. That's my hope. That this year is the year we get all that stuff out for the people. They care all of the holiday stuff, and we can make that work. So that's my
getting out our dreams, the good shit. Yeah.
At the end of the day, exactly. So that's what we're on, ladies and gentlemen. We hope to give you more whackness. Of course, this year this is a catch-22. Catch-22 for the whackness. You catch us, we catch you. So go ahead and you know, listen, subscribe. Of course, hit that bell and make sure you get all of our new content when we put it out. Hopefully, we'll be putting out different content other than just the podcast this year. That's what we want to do as well. So, E, is there anything else before I go?
Nah, I love you, bro. I'm addressing it on record. I love you, bro. Alright, straight up.
Straight up. I love you too, man. All right, man. So there we go then. We're going to go ahead and touch you guys next year with some more whackness. So come back next year to get some more of this whack taste. And if nothing else, then this is the Wackcast Podcast, and we are...
Wobble, whack off.
It's the Wackcast Podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the Wackcast Podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
Yeah.
talk whack to me, talk whack to me.